This is Pokémon Meissa Moon, the new standard to Generation 7 Nuzlocking. Based on Pokémon Moon, it reworks the entire Ula'ula region to provide you a fresh new experience. This game is so fun and brings a lot of what's missing to Ula'ula, so I highly recommend you check out the 2.0 version. I got to cook up some of the craziest strategies with some of the current players of the game. If you like Nuzlocke content, then be sure to like and subscribe. This game is meant for Nuzlocking, and that means no waiting around. The developer gives you starting save files for you to skip the cutscenes so you're out of the pan and into the fire. This game was intentionally made so that a lot of Pokemon are viable, but the difficulty is really high, similar to the hardest Romhacks out there. My first attempt died at the first Gladion fight, which really set the tone of the game. My encounter quality for the second attempt wasn't as great, but all that really matters for the Totem Raticate is that you pick up the guaranteed fighting type encounter from the berry tree. I rolled Crabrawler, but any fighting type will do. The boss Totem battles have been completely reworked. They used to be overpowered and always relied on some gimmick to beat them, but with almost all stall and setup moves being rebalanced, the Totems also have the ability Magic Bounce in exchange for always being slower than you. On top of aura boosts, they also have redistributed base stats which force you to think of a true strategy. At least for the first Totem, as long as you do have your fighting type lead, you have a pretty secure victory. One of the key encounters that comes online later in the game is Karrablast. Steel bug type with access to first impression, all Meissa Moon players rank Escavalier as the single best Pokemon to have. Steel and Fairy types in this game are generally top tier, and Plumeria is no exception. The whole popular line finds usage throughout the entire game, including Island Kahuna Hala. My Gloom can wall the Poliwhirl, hitting Mega Drains to keep itself healthy. The AI swaps over to Monferno because in Generation 7, if you use a move that a Pokemon in the back resists, there's always the chance it could swap in. Thankfully, Popplio can take care of that, and I can pivot through Litwick into Rufflet to Airlace's Crabrawler. My own Crabrawler can deal massive damage to the Munchlax, bringing it down low to consume Custap Berry. I swap in a Litwick to resist the priority Fairy type Dizzy Punch, and back out to Crabrawler to finish it off. Finally, Gloom can finish his job to win against the first Kahuna. With access to Tauros Ride, I head to Tenkara Hill to catch another S+ encounter. Ooh, I've heard this is good. Another good Steel type. This Pokemon has only been buffed, now being a Dragon Steel type with a filter ability. Nothing else on Melee is too significant, so I quickly sail to Akala Island. Some of the previous players in chat also helped me map my encounters for a lot of the upcoming game, so shout out to those guys. Before you can do anything in Akala, you have a small mini-boss battle against Sina. She's mainly an Ice-type specialist, which Crabrawler can do major work on. As long as you have a strong Steel or Fighting-type counter, she shouldn't be an issue. Hao ambushes us before we reach the Paniola encounter tables. Luckily, our coverage is diverse enough to take him on. Sandshrew with Sand Tomb locks a Pikachu into the battle, keeping it damaged so that it can't swap out and is forced to die. I use my Brionne to chip away at his Togetic with Icy Winds while also lowering his speed, then swapping a Nidorina to hit a super effective Poison Fang to pick up the kill. Crabrawler can outdamage his adaptability Eevee, and Technician Floatzel can hit 60 base power Skulls to drown out his Torracat. With Hao defeated, we get access to Paniola Ranch. The prize encounter here would be Mudbray. Similar to top tier Steel types, Mudbray is another defensive specialist with great natural bulk, stamina to raise its stats, and slack off for recovery. Unfortunately, the Tauros I get does not count. You get the Eevee egg from Paniola Daycare, but the best way to use Eevee is to delay it for later until you need it to fill a role. I head into the Gladion fight that beat me previously, leading Sandshrew against the Luxio. Knocking that out brings in a Sneasel. It's got a lot of coverage, but Crabrawler is bulky enough to tank whatever it packs and revenge kill with Rock Smash. Sandshrew comes back into Wall the Rockruff, and pivoting through Lampion allows me to slowly chip away at the type Null. Since I'm delaying Route 5 encounter for later and we catch Brooklet Hill after the trial, it's between me and Totem Wishy-washy. Wishy-washy is incredibly hard with massive stats and rain boost. Leading with Floatzel, Technician Swift gets awesome chip but keeps it healthy enough to call out Morlul. We want Morlul over the Chinchou because Chinchou would force us to play into Thunder Waves and Icy Wind. I swap over to Gloom to look for super effective Mega Drains. This way we can keep ourselves healthy while sapping out the Wishy-washy in 2 hits. Lairon can finish off the Morlul from here, earning us our second Totem win. For beating the second trial, Lana awards us with the Fishing Rod and the Lapras Ride. I can get a couple more Pokemon before moving on. Notable encounters are Piplup, which has some niche uses against some specific trainers, and Grimer in Melee C. Wait, is that a shiny? Holy shit, is that a shiny? Wait, I need to check the clip. Shiny rates are boosted in this game, but it felt cool in the moment. Alolan Muck is an A-tier defensive staller, with Regenerator and access to Assault Vest later on. But Kalai Bay gave me by far the greatest Pokemon in this run. Horsey, okay. I am a Kingdra stan. Kingdra is an unrivaled water Pokemon. Also known as Kingdra Tactics, Swift Swim already makes it a top tier attacking Pokemon, but the developer also gave it Multiscale and Hydro Cannon. This makes Kingdra an incredibly variable role player, able to go defensive with Multiscale or offensive with Swift Swim. Back in Paniola Town, I can fish up Finneon, which gets absolutely shafted by low IVs and adamant nature. After collecting around TMs and items in Royal Avenue, I can head to Route 7 to catch a Pokemon that I listed as MVP for this game. That's a second fucking shiny! Okay, what's the shiny rate in this game? Since Alola doesn't have many quality electric types, Alolan Golem, or Alolan, fills that role nicely. I also get a Corrosion Salandit on Wayla Volcano Park, which can be a monster with strong IVs, but mine wasn't as lucky. This is actually quite unfortunate because Salandit and Lumineon come into play for Totem Salazzle. Salazzle with Merciless does massive crit damage to any poison Pokemon, even resists, and the ally Salandits guarantee poison with Corrosion. My plan was to use my own Corrosion Salandit to poison Salazzle, then use my male Lumineon to captivate Stall-it. But I missed the poison gas on the first turn, so I have to swap to Lumineon anyway. I pre-burned it to prevent Merciless crit and start captivating Salazzle to drop its damage output. I sack my Salandit to get off the poison gas again, and send in my tanky Drifblim. From here, I can start flinch stalling the Salazzle with Air Slash. Eventually, I do manage to take it out. Holy fuck. My Pokemon are selling, but they all have the shittiest IVs. At this point in the game, we have access to full EV modifications. With EV Wings and EV Reducing Berries, we're given full access to customized EVs, which unlocks a whole new dimension of creativity. On Route 8, I catch the guaranteed Wimpod on the ground, another strong user of First Impression, or FIMP as we like to call it. Also, Skorupi Delay on Route 5 is an excellent Battle Armor poison type. By now, I would say I have a decently strong box with somewhat good coverage. My lead into Totem Lurantis was to use my pre-burned Flare Boost Drifblim to hit super effective Air Slash. Sudowoodo gets called in, but I want to remove it ASAP with my Lairon because it counters my Drifblim. I swap back into Drifblim as Charm comes in. Unfortunately, since the damage calculator doesn't recognize the Flower Gift boost to its attack stat, the Charm deals a lot more damage to my Pokemon, forcing me to sack Lampent and sneaking in a kill on my Drifblim since it doesn't recognize the speed increase either. However, I can make a comeback in this fight by sending in Fur Coat Crabominable. Ice Rod takes out the Charm, and Escavalier gradually chips away at the Lurantis. Since the game allows you to buy a lot of Nuzlocke essentials like ability capsules and rare candies, I make sure to pick those up as well. Diglett's Tunnel is another area where the available encounters are all really strong. A lot of Pokemon have been crowned in the Hall of Fame, but the Dugtrio I got was severely nerfed with 7 attack IV and timid nature. Koni Koni City is a major checkpoint in the game before our first major boss battle with Olivia. A lot of useful items like leftovers, black sludge, and evolution stones are sold here. I can also recover the Anorith fossil, a strong battle armor tank with First Impression. I get Marini, the premier poison staller, Cubone, an A-tier ground type that's been Hall of Fame crowned as well, and Absol, a dark fairy type with niche uses. Plumeria stands in my way before Olivia. I start with Diglett to Ironhead Skuntank, dealing some chip before coming in with a dig. Already? That's weird. I did not know that was possible. Or that. What is going on? This is some crazy Switch AI luck. I swap out to Mug to absorb the Toxic Spikes and crunch the Haunter down to Focus Sash. Drapion picks up the kill with Sucker Punch to prevent Destiny Bond from dragging me down. I send in Brionne with Eviolite and Max Special Bulk. Bubble Beam lands to one-shot Salazzle. I pivot to bring in Lumineon on the incoming Water Pulse, and Storm Drain gives me an attack boost allowing me to one-shot Toxapex with Thunderbolt. Lairon counters the Surviper and knocks out with 2 Dragon Claws. Finally, Dugtrio can come back in to finish the job. I take some time to plan for Olivia since she's considered the first run killer of this game. Since a lot of my Pokemon rely on water type damage, I decided to commit my Eevee into Vaporeon for its Drizzle ability. This enabled me a lot more strategies for my team. Look at that glare. Alright, so this is gonna be a solidly walled Pokemon. I don't think XP share matters then. We're good. Yeah. Earth Power. Drizzle, Rain. Nice. Energy Ball, we go into here. With Sun Up, it goes Flamethrower, we go back into Vaporeon, right? We have Eject Button because we preserved it off of Sheer Force from the camera. There's a bug in the game that prevents it from activating on a Sheer Force Pokemon. So now we activate Eject Button, yes. And because it went for the Flamethrower, there's no light screen, which eases up a lot of our lines. Low key, we can just kill this right here. Rain with Octazooka kills here. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. So everything I planned with like Brionne was useless. We'll take those. That's what we do, right? We plan for the worst, we hope for the best. What you saw there was just the tip of what Kingdra can do. With access to eject button and drizzle, you're gonna see just how much of a monster Kingdra is. The next section of the game gives us our first look at Aether Paradise and what it has in store for us. Alright, rose drastically, +3 in all stats. Oh my fuck, it's 85. Okay. Okay, so it's just a meme fight then. Dude, if I went into this fight blind, that would scare the shit out of me. That would scare the shit out of me. Ula'ula takes a spike in difficulty. Right as I land in Mali City, Hao immediately jumps us with a battle. First impression from Golisopod does its job, immediately removing his Raichu. I swap over to Empoleon to 1v1 his Togekiss. Empoleon baits Mystical Fire to drop our special attack, but competitive counteracts that to give us a net increase. Marowak with Thick Club deals humongo damage with high horsepower, and Lairon can outstall the Kommo-o with a combination of Eviolite and Filter. Finally, it leaves its Leafeon completely helpless against my Escavalier. Mali City and the surrounding areas have a lot of prize encounters. I catch an absolute powerhouse in Porygon from Mali City, a super key encounter in Yanma in Route 10 which enables some major cheese, and LGM from Mount Hokulani. Beheeyem isn't considered a great encounter due to the prevalence of bug Pokemon, but I personally like it, so I'll make it work. We see Mullane at the front of the observatory, and he challenges us to a friendly battle. Alright, we're gonna high horsepower this, get the kill. Marowak eats on this fight. Flash Cannon is fine. Oh, yikes. Nice kill. Tri-attack, we go into Empoleon. Steel type resists this. It's gonna bait the Thunderbolt. We go back into Marowak. And we're gonna chain kill after kill. Yeah. Nice kill. Dude, I told you, Marowak eats on this fight. Marowak eats. Togedemaru, this is Serene Grace. Lock Punch. We eating here! We eating! We're eating! This is so good. Totem Vikavolt. +1 stats in all of, +1 all stats. We're gonna lead with Scope Lens Super Luck, Night Slash, guarantee we crit, which breaks through the defense boost. It's still incredibly bulky though, so we're gonna need 2 hits, and we're gonna sack it. It's gonna do about a quarter. Perfect. Beautiful. We're gonna get a second hit and sack it. It's at 50%, that's good. That's about what I expected. We are going to Scald and sack it as well. Scald the Vikavolt and sack it as well. The burn is nice, but not needed because the math works out correctly. Our Maldo, Battle Armor so it can never crit and kill us. Smackdown to kill the Vikavolt. Electric Terrain is fine. Okay, that's it. We planned the 2 sacks. I'm okay with it. Absol Floatzel, I don't really use them too often. They're not too great, so I'm okay with the sacks. There's Aurora Borealis out there. My dad just came down to tell me. Wait, hold on, I really want to see this. Give me like 5 minutes. With the 5th totem beat, I can head back down to Mali City and go the other way around the island. In Mali Gardens, I meet Guzma for the first time. Alolan is the best lead into Golisopod. Rock Climb gets it down to emergency exit, forcing the swap for free damage. Leaf Blade from Parasect sees my Armaldo, who can retaliate with smackdowns to break through. I pivot through Water Absorb Quagsire to bring Alolan back in safely and pick off the Golisopod with a second Rock Climb. He sends out his own Yanmega with Speed Boost raising its speed. Thankfully, Ninetales has enough bulk to resist anything on his moveset and one-shot back with an Ice Beam. I make sure Ninetales is holding a Shed Shell to escape Shadow Tag so that Lairon can stonewall the Ariados and crush it with Dragon Claw. Larvesta has nothing on my Quagsire, but they hit a Will-O-Wisp, so I have to swap in my Alolan, barely surviving the turn. X-Scissor is fine. Hey, yo. Wait, hold on. Fuck, I can't even Quick Attack this. Because then we just die to poison, right? Okay, Quick Attack kills. Okay, random move. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Gotta live a crit. Gotta live a crit. Gotta live a crit. Never fucking punished. Never fucking punished. Next time, no Aurora Borealis before a boss fight. Oh my god, another riskless fight? More like another fightless risk. With that battle forcing us to steer hard, I look forwards onto the next route. Klefki on Route 12 has some niche uses, but actually a little mid considering what else is available. Tentacruel from Route 13 also counters some specific Pokemon. Tapu Village brings Snover. Route 14 brings me Carvana, which has been crowned, but not this bold one. And finally, Volibia on the Secluded Shore. Alright, running Totem Mimikyu, +1 in all stats. Does not matter to me. We are just going to Toxic Stall this. This is one of the few totems that do not have Magic Bounce. That's completely fine. It's gonna summon in a Shadow Tag Chandelure, which is fine because we're Shed Shell on all our Pokemon. Baneful Bunker, just to prevent a turn. We need 6 turns in total to kill this, what's it called? And there it goes. See? Easy enough. Wrong slot. It actually burned me. Okay. Oh my fuck. God damn it. Why are you burning everything? Oh my fucking god. Alright. This is so stupid. Why are you burning everything? It's you know what sucks even more though? We lost it on the Chandelure. Not even the Mimikyu. At least for my troubles, I can pick up Honedge in Thrifty Megamart and Ferroseed in Haina Desert. 2 arguably better Pokemon. The next few fights incoming marks a drastic spike in difficulty. We're forced to face run killers back to back, which is why this section of the game is commonly known as Prison. You fight the same trainers over and over again, so you better not mess up the first time because there won't be a second. On top of that, the encounter tables here are very weak. Prison lasts until Poni Island, so it's a true test of your endurance to the Nuzlocke. Prison begins with a battle against Plumeria. Escavalier walls a Roserade's attacks and hits twice to bring out her Salazzle. Tentacle with Assault Vest absorbs the Toxic Spikes and blasts back with a Water Pulse to kill. I swap over to Yanmega to resist the Earthquake and hit Stab Dragon Pulses to cream. Escavalier comes back into bait Hydro Pumps into Dryskin Jinx, who can land extra sensories against Tentacruel. Shedshell allows Porygon 2 to come in and barrage against Gengar, and Honedge walls off the Serena, fainting it with Aerial Aces. Generally, Plumeria fights are considered easier than the others due to the Steel-type matchup. Unfortunately, this means that losing Aggron to this random trainer was not ideal. Why do you have Sky Uppercut? Oh shit, we're dead. No! Aggron! Fuck! Why do you have Sky Uppercut? Alright, well, that's too bad. Alright, so, starting with Guzma's classic Golisopod, we're gonna outspeed this. It has no priority for some reason, so we're just gonna Rock Climb, get it below 50, get it out of here. Sure. Flygon comes in. It's got Arena Trap, so we're Shed Shell. Allows us to swap out to here on the Bug Buzz. Beautiful. From here, we have Expert Belt, Dragon Pulse to kill. And this should bait. Okay, that's not right. Go into Vaporeon, take the hit, eject button out of here. Drizzle sets up. That also should have been Rock Climb. Swift Swim. Kingdra. Water Pulse, straight one-shot. Straight one-shot. Beautiful. Okay, Sticky Web on the floor is fine. All the speed tiers that matter is already done, so we don't need to worry about speed anymore. I'm just gonna Leech Life to kill this. We'll go straight to Zygarde. Speed is fine. This thing is always faster. And we are going to Rock Climb this thing 3 times. We have Assault Vest to increase our bulk. Bug Buzz crit max roll does not kill me. We preserved our eject button on a Kingdra for exactly this reason. It's gonna attack us. That's fine, whatever. It's gonna attack us. We're gonna eject button out into here. Full health so that we still have our sturdy. So that if it does Crabhammer crit us for some reason, we still live. And first impression. Nice. Okay, not too bad. I don't know why I didn't go for the why I didn't swap back into Golisopod after the Flygon. It should have done that, but I don't know why. When Lily gets kidnapped by Team Skull, Gladion throws his anger at us, but his team was rather simple. Crabominable picks off the first 3 Pokemon, hitting Drain Punches to recover all of their damage. Aegislash can wall off the Lucario's super effective attacks, retaliating with Sacred Swords, and Vaporeon floods the Gliscor with Muddy Water. Finally, with Type Null out, Mandibuzz stalls Toxic to guarantee chip damage, and I can Pivot Stall, confirming the kill with Marowak's Drain Punch. The last battle before I can head over to Aether Paradise is against the Island Kahuna Nanu. Alolan leads into it, hitting Rock Climb to kill Honchkrow. This immediately brings out his Crocodile. I swapped a Mandibuzz to eject out a Yanmega. Detect raises my speed, and Yanmega can pick off the next 3 Pokemon. Bug Buzz into Crook, Dragon Pulse into Feraligatr, and Bug Buzz again into Greninja. With this much momentum in the fight, Ferrothorn can Gyro Ball stall his Drapion, and Marowak can break past his Muk Stall for the win. You can see that most of these battles aren't too bad, which is why Aether Paradise introduces another step up in difficulty. This second half of Prison is even tougher, starting with a 12v11 tag battle. Aside from the 2 Lusamine fights, this is ranked by most players as the hardest battle in the game. Jinx and Ninetales in the Hail. Snow Warning brings it up. We are going to Prankster Defog now. Yeah. That's fine. Blizzard's okay. Blizzard's fine. Flash Cannon, Ninetales, I guess. Oh, withdraws. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. This battle is going to be highly dependent on what what our partner does. So if they throw, then we're cooked. Perfect. Get out the we're gonna get the Aurora Veiler out of here. They're definitely seeing kills into my into the Incineroar slot. The Jinx can't really touch me, right? So in that case, I'll just attack the Beartic then. Aura Sphere's okay. Let's get out of here. It's gonna be, if they attack me, it's close combat Aura Sphere. In that case, we'll go here. I actually don't mind this. Yeah. All my Pokemon are Special Bulk, so hopefully you don't get shafted by a strong physical attack. Beartic down is good. Lapras, that's cute. We'll Moonblast the Lapras then, because it's Dragon type. Oh shit, okay. We need to focus down the left side, so at the very least, we can 1v1 the Jinx side. We also have Sparkling Aria just in case if we need to heal on some other Pokemon. Oh, yeah, that's a big Thunderbolt coming in. I think we take the turn to protect. We only have 1 turn to do so. So let's do it now. Withdraw is weird. Please tell me you knock off or crunch. You know what? For not very effective, that's a lot of damage. Perfect swap for Quagsire. I would really like it if you could take out your Rotom. This is second last Pokemon. They only have 1 more Pokemon after this. I can always swap into Eska on the next turn. Heat Wave is fine. Blizzard's fine. Komala avoids. Perfect. That's okay. Again, I really want you to kill that Rotom for me. Rotom still sees Energy Ball though, but the Oranguru can't touch me. That's a Focus Blast into you. And then if you don't kill, yeah, there's that Energy Ball. Woodhammer. Nice, perfect. I could have first impression that if it didn't kill, but that's a good kill. That's useful. There's only 1 Pokemon left on the left side, which is Glaceon, and that's locked into Choice Hyper Voice. If this thing is locked, right? No, we definitely go for it. We have to go for it. We have to put ourselves in 2v1 situations. So we have to go for the Glaceon. I love that. I love that. I'll take that. I love the screen setup for us. Focus Blast is okay. I am Special Bulk on all my Pokemon. Yeah, now we outspeed this thing, so if we get some recovery back, we're all the way up to full. No, not first impression. Oh my god. I almost cringed. Beautiful. Get some health back. Oh, that's beautiful. This is chill. Yeah, and now with all the ice Pokemon gone, That means Togekiss has no weaknesses on the field. Oh, dude. Togekiss carry. Togekiss carry. Bang. 12v11 tag battle. Deathless. I'm gonna say it. Key player, Klefki. Klefki's a role player. It's not that great, but he did its job, and that's all that matters. Here's Guzma 3 or 2. This is one of the 2 extremely hard bosses in this fight. So, leading with Durant, we have our Yanmega. This thing does outspeed us, but we will detect the first turn to get ourselves a speed boost. From here, Yanmega is going to eat up 3 Pokemon, alright? Heat Wave the Durant. Beautiful. There's the Flygon. We're going to Dragon Pulse. Nice. This is their Yanmega. We are going to Dragon Pulse. Beautiful. Beautiful. It baits Rock Climb from the Golisopod. We're going to swap into our Steel type, Max Defense, Porygon Z. Download gives us special attack boost. That's completely fine. Zap Cannon, 100% kills. Beautiful. This baits the Fiery Dance. We swap Armaldo, which is max attack, max HP. Perfect. Battle Armor so it never crits us. Excel Rock to kill. That's why I have Rostberry. We're gonna make the swap into Assault Vest, Nidoqueen. It's a good thing that we did do this line because it baits the Vikavolt last, right? And Vikavolt has Sticky Web, which is something that we definitely want to avoid. So this was a good line. Beautiful. First battle done. Boss Lusamine fight. This fight is going to be incredibly hard. We're meant to be under-leveled here, alright? So, Adaptability Porygon with Expert Belt. Flash Cannon kills the Clefable. We're max speed to outspeed it. Max special attack to do maximum damage. We've edged ourselves to 65 so that we get the level up. This is where we have to play into a single crit into this fight. Otherwise, this line is completely secure. Arbok comes in, gets off the Intimidate, so -1 attack. Hammer Arm, nice, perfect. We live, and this means we're able to get off a knockoff to knock off its Assault Vest. We are gonna sack our Arbok here. Arbok isn't amazing in the grand scheme of things. We're just gonna sack it here. We're gonna swap into our Levitate, not Analytic Behem, because we're gonna outspeed this thing. Psycho Boost with Mind Plate. Perfect. We need to go to Armaldo to Rock Tomb it to lower its speed and break its Focus Sash. Nasty Plot is fine. It sets up +2. Rock Tomb to lower its speed. Beautiful. Expert Belt kills. Back in to take the Earth Power. Beautiful. We're going to slow Volt Switch. Quiver Dance is okay. That's completely fine. Slow Volt Switch into Escavalier. From here, because it boosted its own speed, it makes our Gyro Ball more powerful. It can't kill us because we're Shell Armor. Bang. Stall Milotic. Surf Moonblast, recover Hypnosis, right? I don't really have the best plan for it, but we cooked. We are going into, we're gonna intentionally have us be put to sleep, and we're gonna Sleep Talk Giga Drain so that it can only call on Giga Drain. And we're basically gonna stall this out. Black Sludge to give us some health back. This is incredibly janky. Incredibly janky, but somehow this worked. That is just so beautiful. So sexy. With Lusamine defeated, that means we've survived prison. I make my way to Poni Island where I can relax and chill from the endless streak of boss battles. I pick up the Aerodactyl egg to hatch in another city and fish up Wartortle in the village proper. Then up on Poni Wilds, I catch Turtonator as an offensive tank. Ancient Poni Path gives Tyrunt, which doesn't get used, and Poni Breaker Post gets me another starter Pokemon. Finally, on Executor Island, I can lead Probopass to Magnapole Magearna. Yes, Magearna! That was really loud, sorry. At the front of Vast Pony Canyon, we're immediately met with a newly crowned Island Kahuna. We're going to be looking at a Dugtrio, Sandstream setting up the sand for us. Very likely to set up Stealth Rocks. We're going to pick up the kill with, that's fine. We'll pick up the kill with Rapid Spin. Going out to Nidoqueen, this is a bulky Bulkymon. We're looking at Ice Beam into our Vaporeon. Drizzle gets rid of the sand, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Ice Beam eject buttons us out of here. Fuck. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot I had Sheer Force. Yeah, at least, you know what? We preserved the Sludge Wave. When rain runs out again, we can do that. Oh my fuck! Jesus! Pray for no Sludge Bomb. Nice. We'll take it. We'll just kill the next two Pokemon. Rain stops, brings out Archeops, going for Head Smash. Because Vaporeon cannot come in on that. Okay, I think Behemoth's going bye-bye then. Goodbye. Charcoal Shell Trap. Let's see what you do. Bitch. That's on me for not recognizing the Sheer Force interaction with Eject button. Vast Pony Canyon doesn't have many difficult trainers. Most of them are avoidable, but a few of them are mini bosses. The Aerodactyl we just received does great work snagging kills on the first 5 of this veteran's Pokemon. Rock Climb Sunflora, Rock Climb Charizard, Dragon Hammer Executor, Sun Boosted Fire Fang into the Whimsicott, and Rock Climb again into Castform. With a huge advantage, I can eject button into Escavalier and First Impression to kill the Shiftry. The second trainer required a more complex line because their Pokemon were beefier, even requiring me to sacrifice Alolan. Thankfully, the rest of the line still goes according to plan. The third veteran gave us a little trouble, but with a team more focused on defense, I could pivot through the line to get myself back on track to finish up the fight. Unfortunately, the good streak does not continue with the last trainer. An unlucky crit derails my plan with Primarina. In the end, it led me to have to sacrifice Marowak and Dugtrio just to recover back on track. Overall, compared to the other boss fights I just did, these fights didn't go as well. When it comes time for Totem Kommo-o, I have a super convoluted plan. I lead Crobat to haze the Kommo-o, removing its Omni Boost aura, then swapping in Klefki to Prankster Reflect to raise our physical defenses. Primarina can Moonblast once to break its Rosalie Berry, then Magearna can tap in to Dazzling Gleam to break the Kommo-o. Turtonator burns through Scizor with Shell Trap, meaning that we've defeated all of the totems. You might think that it's time to celebrate now, but not really. Coming up next is Raging Lusamine, which is the hardest fight in the game. With every Pokemon having a boost to their stats, it is an incredibly hard fight to plan for. Every single one of our Pokemon has an aura boost, alright? So, what? What? Why? This should be a special attack. Because your defense is higher. This thing is, unless it accounts for +1 aura. Let's Flash Cannon, get some damage on it. We will have to take this. I don't have any other options. Flash Cannon kill. I think I'm sacking here. Honestly, I don't have any other choice. Goodbye. Give me a Hurricane. Oh my god. Well, we're cooked. We are cooked. Hydro Cannon here to kill. Good old classic Vileplume. Coil's fine. It can't ever raise its special defense, so we can always two-shot this. Yeah, that's so easy. That's fair. Set up the drizzle. Ice Beam hits us. Eject button out. Back into Kingdra on 2 fucking HP. With the rain, we outspeed with Swift Swim. Hydro Cannon kills. This is max special bulk with Assault Vest. Okay, there's the Moonblast. Because it's Focus Sash anyway, so we always need 2 hits. Beautiful. And Ice Shard to kill. Beautiful. Last Pokemon, Miss Magius. I don't think we're using a lot of these Pokemon. Jesus fuck. Honestly, like, 1 death isn't bad. It's just that the death was Porygon, right? It happens. It happens. We're probably gonna get some well, there's only 2 more places to get Pokemon, so we're probably gonna get 2 Pokemon. We're nearing the end game. With only 2 Pokemon left to catch, the first one is Lunala from the Altar. Lunala has been crowned 7 times in the Hall of Fame, so it's definitely a necessary tool to have. Gladion challenges me before I head up Mount Lanakila. First Impression breaks a Lycanroc, and Stab Surf from Kingdra kills the Gliscor. I swap back into Escavalier on the Luxray, who is also Dark type, so First Impression frags a 2nd kill. Crobat majorly outspeeds the Savali, and Brave Birds to kill that. I swap over to Sharpedo on Lucario, protecting to give myself a speed boost, and killing with a Fist Plate boosted close combat. With a 2nd speed boost, Sharpedo can now also outspeed the Weavile close combating to pick up on the victory. The last encounter in this game is Mawile, another crowned Pokemon whose amazing typing gives it excellent utility. Our last battle is our rival Hal once again. Leading our Yanmega against Leafeon, a Detect gets our speed up, and a Bug Buzz one-shots to kill. Blastoise comes in on the Togekiss to double up Flash Cannons. I Rapid Spin Raichu to break its Focus Sash, but also raising our speed. Since Assault Vest prevents Surf from killing us, Knockoff kills the Raichu. Incineroar gets overwhelmed by Vaporeon in the rain, which brings up Komala to die against my Ferrothorn. Finally, his last Pokemon comes out. With Blastoise having Mega Launcher, Dragon Pulse murks the Goodra. If you made it this far, then please like and subscribe. Content like this is especially hard to make, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Cooking up a plan for the Elite Four was just as fun playing through it, so here's my team going in for this game's Elite Four. We are starting with Primarina. Eerie Impulse, yes indeed, is a learned level up moveset that it gets. Escavalier, a key player here. Iron Defense is intentional. The big boy of this run, Kingdra, Swift Swim, of course. We have Turtonator. It does very specific niche jobs, but it does it well. Mawile, great utility, Intimidate, good typing. And finally, Vaporeon, the bread and butter to Kingdra. This will be our 6 going into the Elite Four. I've heard, which one you should start with, which one you should plan for, but we're going to be starting with Hala. We're going to stay in as a Swift Swim. So, leading with Passimian, very likely to Parting Shot first turn, although it could Double Edge. It's Focus Sash, so we will need 2 hits, but that's what Aqua Jet is for. Okay, Parting Shot, very likely again. What it means is that it will come back out at the end, but that's okay. We're max defense, so we can take whatever it wants to do to us. Strength is okay. Strength is normal type in this game. Leech Life. Oh fuck, there's Explosion. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Draco Plate, Draco Meteor. This kills. Beautiful. Intimidate is good. Clanging Scales on the Focus Blast. And we're EV'd so that we don't exactly... That's fine. Yeah, we're EV'd so that we don't take Thunder Punch, Paralysis, BS, right? From this position, we're going to just Draining Kiss and kill. Rosalie Berry is fine. We get major health back. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. -2, Mawile. We can kill this easily. Beautiful. Crabominable. Okay, we're off our line a little bit because we didn't get the chain kill into the Hawlucha, but I think we're pretty much fine. Earthquake is fine. It can't crit us. We're Shell Armor, max defense. We're gonna play a minus priority Shell Trap. They're gonna hit us with a physical move. Earthquake is fine. And we're gonna deal some big damage to it. Perfect. I think we just relied too hard on the Draining Kiss into the Hawlucha line, and we just didn't plan for anything afterwards in case it didn't work out. Part of the skill is knowing how to steer, so we're out of it now. We didn't do it for nothing. So, leading with Mawile, we are here to bait the Gigalith into Earth powering us. Swap Vaporeon. We get off Drizzle. Spikes is fine. Into Kingdra. We're supposed to eject, but it didn't attack us, so we'll just take it into the Earth Power. That's fine. It's gonna go Earthquake now. We're gonna go Escavalier. Iron Defense to increase our survivability. It's gonna keep chipping itself with Head Smash Recoil. That's okay with us. And we're gonna Drill Run 3 times. Jesus fuck. I'm so, like, I'm digging so deep right now. Focus Sash, Aqua Jet. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why none of my planning is going according to plan. I don't deserve this win, if I do win. I'll say that. Jesus fuck. I don't know why none of the lines worked. All right, we're 0 for 2. Oops. Acerola, leading with a Frostlass, going for Snow Warning with Aurora Veil. We're gonna lead with Slow Vaporeon to set up our rain first. Assault Vest to reduce damage. Beautiful. Here it sends out Ninetales, setting up Drought, looking for Moonblast. We're gonna swap in our Vaporeon, reset the rain with Drizzle. Hopefully it does hit us. It should. Yeah. Moonblast hits us. We take the damage fine. Eject button back into Kingdra. And this is last turn of rain because we're not Damp Rock. From here it goes Mimikyu. We're gonna swap into Mawile. We have Rocky Helmet to break its own Focus Sash. Iron Head once, break Disguise. Iron Head twice, kills. Thank you. Perfect. Gives us Berserk. Puts us, and Citrus Berry puts us back up healthy. We do outspeed this, which is why we needed max speed. Sparkling Aria kills. It's also why we didn't go max defense. Meloetta, we go Escavalier. We can take whatever it does to us. We're gonna hit back with a super effective Fimp. Perfect. Bang. Okay. That's how the battles were supposed to look like. Straight shots. None of this digging out of the hole stuff. Last Elite Four, Kahili. Leading with a Dodrio with Focus Sash. We're gonna do double Draining Kiss to avoid Switch AI. Oh god, okay, well. My brother's stomping around. Okay, nice. because you missed, dumb fuck. Shell Trap. Pecha Berry, or Lumberry, just in case it poisons us. Shell Trap again. Get it okay. Where's the switch A on that? Oh yeah, okay, that sucks. Now is where the fun comes. I'd rather you show me yeah. Perfect, we can take the Earthquake quite nicely. Eject button. We can Dragon Pulse to kill. Okay, I think we're back in business. I have to kill this and the Oricorio in the back. If I Hydro Cannon too early, then I won't have an answer for the Oricorio. It's not all bad. We don't die unless the Electros crits us. But like I always say, no good Nuzlocke is unlucky. Okay. Moltres, Delta Stream. Flynium Z. It should only do like 30%, 40%. It's not the worst. Okay. What a scuffed Elite Four. What a scuffed Elite Four. I don't know how we got out of that. Here's Kukui. Starting with Lycan Rock. It is Focus Sash though, so we do have to hit it twice. Close combat's fine. That means we just take it out in one hit. And we don't have to deal with Stealth Rocks. Beautiful. We're gonna sack Mawile here. Sucker Punch, I guess, why not? Get some chip on it. That's fine, we're hitting it specially. We're gonna sack Mawile, so goodbye Mawile. You were very good, role player for sure. Damp Rock, Drizzle, 8 turns of rain. Beautiful. This is gonna bait out Tapu Koko. We're just gonna sack Vaporeon. Might as well, doesn't really matter. Perfect. We're max HP. We're max HPV on Vaporeon, so that this Tapu Koko takes just a little bit more recoil damage. Surf the Tapu Koko. Beautiful. PZ. We're gonna go Watarium Z, Hydro Cannon. We needed this in over actual Hydro Cannon because we cannot have the special attack drop. Rain boosted, this definitely kills. Beautiful. Out comes Decidueye. We're gonna Draco Meteor and sack this as well. It's important that when we send out Turtonator, the rain does fall off. Power Whip is fine. Sure, we'll take it. Because we're gonna sack the... Whatever we come in on the Blastoise, we need to be full health regardless. This is Mega Blastoise, Giga Bulky, Giga Offensive with Mega Launcher. Goodbye Kingdra. You're by far the most useful on this team. And we're going to Eerie Impulse until -6. Drop its special attack until -6. This is -6. Primarina for the win, I guess. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was the scrappiest Elite Four I've ever played. I did have something planned for you guys in case I won. I will take my shirt off for you guys. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Oh my god. I am so tired.